Are you an author considering on taking the leap over into the video platform of YouTube? Well, we're going to discuss, is YouTube for authors? And I think, Kelly, you'd probably agree it is, right?
Yep.
But we better give them some reasons why, so they better...
Stay tuned.
You know it. Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale.
And Kelly.
And if you want to publish your message and build your brand, make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on to get all the latest videos. And boy, that's actually a great example of how we do things here on YouTube. And before we jump into things, today's show is brought to you in part by the Extra Video membership over at selfpublishingwithdale.com. You guys can check this out. It's got a lot of exclusive content, behind the scenes footage, exclusive uncut interviews with industry experts that you won't see anywhere else. And if you want more details, you're going to want to head over to selfpublishingwithdale.com/extra. Once again, that's selfpublishingwithdale.com/extra for more details. Hey folks, I'm really pumped about this. This next Wednesday, June the 20th, I'm actually going to be interviewing an Amazon Marketing Services expert in Marco Motino. And Marco and I actually been jib-jabbing for the past couple of weeks, and I'm going to tell you, this guy can show you exactly how you can take AMS ads and flip it around. We're going to be doing a live chat on an exclusive time. That's this coming Wednesday, June the 20th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, that's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You do not want to miss out on this. I see Kelly eyeing the hotkeys here. Is Dog Dad in the house yet? It looks like you were getting ready.
No.
No, not really. So let's give our shout outs. Who all was inside the video chat today?
Monique.
Yep, Monique, what's up?
Mr. Canadian Eisman. Gord Eisman. I don't know why I said Canada. Corey Burns, the Hick Lawyer. Hi. Keith Wheeler. Mark Brownless. That's all so far. Unless you're lurking.
Yes, it's good to see you there. And if you happen to be here, let me know where you at in the world. Who are you? Where are you at? What's going on?
Oh, you know it.
Yep, here he is, the Dog Dad himself. It's good to see you in the house here, buddy Scott. Hey, folks, make sure that you go back and check out that interview with him about setting up a Facebook group. It was a lot of fun, great information. I even time-stamped everything so you can kind of jump to it. Jude, the reluctant introvert, is on here. It's
from
good to see.
Saskatchewan.
And actually,
Saskatchewan.
She educated me in our group more recently. It's an ite and not an ian, so it's a Saskatchewanite instead of a Saskatchewanian. So
is it Saskatchewanite or Saskatchewite?
Saskatchewanite is what you discussed.
Okay.
So this is the stuff that we talk about inside the Roberts household. How can I forget? Next Thursday, yeah, what am I thinking? We are actually going to be here next Thursday. We're going to be talking about self-publishing versus traditional publishing, folks. You don't want to miss out on this one. And if you're new to the business, this is going to definitely help you make a decision of whether you want to self-publish or go to traditional publishing. That's this next Thursday, June 21st at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry for the abrupt interruption here, folks. Corey Burns, good to see you coming and hanging out. Corey's tearing up the charts here with his first release called Hick Lawyer. Great to see you hanging out, man. Big shout out to you. Nafis, great to see you, man. Let's see here. So, all right, we're going to truck forward because we got a lot of information. So if you got questions about YouTube and how to set up a channel and such, load those up over in the chat, and we're going to come back and we're going to take a look at some of those things. If you happen to be listening to this or watching this on the replay, please drop your comments. We definitely encourage it because between my semi-small YouTube channel and Kelly's small YouTube channel, we've got a lot of information we want to pass on to you and show the value in YouTube. And let's go ahead, let's kick it off here. So YouTube for authors, is it for authors? Well, here's the thing. Why YouTube, Kelly?
There's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It's about 1.3 billion users and 30 million visitors per day.
30 million visitors. Think about this, folks. Even if you had 0.1% of those people tuning into you and your brand, your author brand, how much of a difference it could make in your business today. And this is just crazy, but here's the thing is, Kelly, what's the beautiful stat say there about in 2007? How much did they pay out?
1.25 billion. Do you want a piece of that pie?
$1.25 billion. Yes, it is a lot. And that was in 2007. Sorry, I couldn't find a more recent stat here, folks. But it just kind of goes to show what you can really get. So here's the deal, though. It costs nothing to start a channel.
Nada.
Nothing.
Zippo.
Zip. Yeah, this is literally, we're self-publishers. If you're watching this, you're a self-published author. You consider self-publishing. YouTube, it's for you guys and gals. Self-publishing, free, zero cost to set up this stuff. And that's what I love about YouTube, man. And here's the thing is, all the information and users you need are in one place. Like, I mean, 1.3 billion users. Good Lord. And I tell you that I have a good amount of subscribers. Fun fact, actually, and this is where I'm going to do the guilt you guys into subscribing. Fun fact, though I have about 4,500 subscribers today, a little over that, believe it or not, 60% of the people who watch my channel right now are not subscribed. So that tells you there's a treasure trove available here, that there's so much more in front of you than you would know here. So, ways to produce video content, Kelly?
There's a few. You can video capture yourself. Don't sweat high tech. I film from my phone.
Yeah.
And I've even filmed from my laptop.
Yeah. If you guys could literally see this is in our spare bedroom. We literally, the desk that you guys see in the background, typically it's right over here. It is not entirely high tech. I've got a couple of lights that ran me maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks a piece.
You don't even need that.
You don't even need that.
My last video that I published on Tuesday was natural light.
Yeah. When I first started this a couple of years ago, I actually shot it from my old PC laptop that was probably on its last leg. And you actually can get some of those videos in the extra content. What a plug. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Sorry, guys and gals. I'm going to just say guys. We're going to loop all you guys together. Sorry. So in any event, I shot those things on there. Now I've upgraded in due time, and thankfully, so you guys have noticed some of those upgrades, but keep it simple. So other ways, Kelly?
Screen capture or animation, or just hire a professional, but that's not free. Unless you barter, but it's still not free.
Right, yeah. So let's backtrack it for just a second on screen capture. How have you screen captured some of your videos before?
What I do on Amazon, like tutorials. I'll take screenshots. I use QuickTime on my computer.
Okay.
And then I use iMovie to edit. Both of them were free with my computer.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't, say, for instance, have QuickTime, which is a free software, by the way, you can always look into something like Screencast-O-Matic. That actually is a free service. They have an upgrade of some sort. I used it for the longest time on my first videos, and it's pretty much adequate. You can be able to do that, and you can actually screen capture and take a picture of yourself at the same time. But if you're the type of person that is camera shy, I'm not trying to pull you out of your comfort zone. You can just try to use any means necessary to do it. And of course, hiring a professional, you can always go to something on, say, Fiverr. There are Fiverr professionals out there. You can always provide that person with the script and have them record it for you. You don't necessarily need to have them represent you per se, but it's just something to think about. Hiring a professional, once again, that's not free. It can be free if you're like our boy Keith Wheeler, who knows how to wheel and deal. There you go. That's your slogan, dude. Keith Wheeler, the guy who can wheel and deal.
Nafis, the name of my channel is Kelly Publish.
Yes.
Kelly with
Publish.
an I. Publish.
Kelly with an I Publish, yes. Which actually probably even helps if we just flash that on up, so you guys can head over to selfpublishingwithdale.com. Yep. Selfpublishingwithdale.com/Kelly. That'll take you over to her channel. You can kind of follow along and learn a little bit more stuff. All right, so here's the deal, though. A lot of people want to know, how do I get paid? I mean, I'm not going to just do things for the sake of the art, right?
When you start out, you probably won't be paid.
What?
You got to do it. You probably shouldn't start YouTube unless you like it. Don't.
Right.
If you think you're going to get rich off YouTube, Sorry.
And there's a lot of commenters and such like that believe that I'm making money hand and fist here on YouTube. I get paid. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's if all our other income were to dry up, it would be really hard to pay the bills with this income. And this is not saying it from a complaint point, but I want to set realistic expectations when you're going into this. Back when YouTube had started out a number of years ago, you could publish things and it'd go viral and you'd make money hand and fist. But realistically speaking, in order to actually get paid by YouTube and their AdSense program, you actually have to be part of the YouTube Partners program. You need at least 1,000 subs right now and a total of 4,000 hours of watch time over the course of a year. Yeah, that's right. You have to have that stuff in place in order to qualify for it. And then, of course, you have to have an AdSense account and they'll pay you that way. If I were to recommend anything, she says don't get ate up on those type of things. There are other ways to monetize.
I'm obviously not in the partners program yet. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, if it's going to happen, it'll happen. If it's not, no problem. There are a numerous amount of ways to get monetized from making videos. You could do a review video, plug your book or any other offers, and then put affiliate links. You could promote your email newsletter. You could make a course. Correct. It goes on and on. So don't get eat up on the partner program and that's a really high number to attain. Think of what else you could indirectly offer for your customers.
Yeah, and if you consistently deliver good value to your viewers and start to grow and build that, they're going to keep coming back to the well. I think some of you guys are prime examples. You come back to here and you watch a lot of the video, you catch the live broadcasts, you're very involved and very invested in this. The same thing goes for a YouTube channel. If you're going to be building it, if you just provide great value and you can really see a return, and so, and even if you're a fiction author, be it whatever you're doing, fiction or nonfiction, if you provide great value, people will come back time and again. You don't have to do a video devoted to self-publishing, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. So here's the big question. Kelly, how do I start? Just start. So thankfully we've broke down the steps for everybody, right?
Yeah, we'll break it down into little steps, but that's my answer to the general question.
And here's the thing is, I don't want to have everyone drinking from the fire hose because it's just going to blast you. So what I'm going to do is just simple, actionable steps. And if for some reason you need some kind of clarification, please drop the questions here and we'll try to answer this at the very end or after the broadcast. So let's just go ahead and let's start at one item at a time. The first one is step number 1.
Claim your channel, meaning, you said enter your email address and just pretty much sign up.
Yeah, it's just that simple. All you got to do is just go over to youtube.com. You can just set up a channel by clicking, I think it's the icon on the top right, and you can just set up your channel. It's simple, intuitive. If you don't know it, here's the great thing is, you can literally Google it or YouTube search it and you'll find a video that will walk you through the steps in order to set up your channel. So step number 2, I got this one. You just got to name your channel. Now, it's easier said than done. The very first things that you need to kind of ask yourself is, who is your audience? What is your niche? And what will you provide? So let's take, for instance, my channel. You guys usually hear my channel credo, which is, publish your message, build your brand, and sometimes I say fulfill your ambition. Just depends on how I'm feeling. That is what I plan to deliver to this audience. Kelly has her channel that's devoted to KDP Create Space and merch. And people know they're going to come back to that. So that's why she called herself Kelly Publish. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, and also there's 28, 27, I forget the number of Kelly Roberts. So I had to differentiate myself.
Darn my name.
From someone else. So I was like, oh, Kelly Publish. And I'm the only one.
Yeah, that's good. If you can really try to just be heard above the pack, that's always a good idea. And if you're a fiction author, obviously, maybe something as simple as, let's say I'm a fiction author, it'd be Dale Roberts, fiction author, could be the name of my channel. Don't worry so much about claiming your URL, none of that stuff. Just forget all that. Think about how you want to be identified. Now, what I would just try to say is, if you're trying to associate your author brand with your YouTube channel, then just say your author name. It's just that simple. Unfortunately, if you've got a name that's very common, like a John Smith or, Joe Schmo or something like that, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to kind of get some good traction. As you guys noticed, I don't name my channel Dale L. Roberts. I name it Self-Publishing with Dale, because to me, the content I'm providing is about self-publishing. It's not about Dale or any of the stuff that Dale has. So that's how I named mine. This is kind of one of those ones that's just, sometimes it's hard to flush out the solution that's going to be based on what you want to do with YouTube. What I would really recommend is you just, figure out what's going to work best for you. And there's going to be some great examples we're going to share later on that people just essentially used their name and they just built their brand around that. So, hey, and before I forget too, stay till the end. We've got a killer bonus tip. This one's going to singe your eyebrows. It's going to make a huge difference in your YouTube career. So, Kelly.
Set up a picture and set up channel art. If channel art is too difficult, it's okay. It's not a requirement to publish a video.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. This specific step, I think a lot of people get hung up on, and don't sweat it. Very first thing is profile pic. Whatever your author picture might be or your publishing picture, put it there. I would recommend anything that's going to be your pretty mug, okay? Because that way people keep coming to it time and again. In fact, a lot of people identify me through that like sunburst style background, and I'm smiling, and I think I've got my Savvy Self-Publisher shirt on. I put it across social media. It's my branding. People know what to expect from me anywhere that they find me. So just when it comes to your profile pic, I just really recommend this right here. This, because people are going to come to it time and again. Now, there are exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, if you can, associate your brand with your face. And then channel art gets a little bit more in depth, but I wouldn't sweat it too much. And you can always just look at one of our channel arts or even go to your favorite channel and see how they do their channel art. So,
yeah, I've always heard the profile picture is something you should use across all social media so someone can, get to know you.
Yeah, keep it. Yeah, and that's the thing is you got to try to keep it, formula all the way across. It's got to be the same, because that way people recognize that brand. They happen to be looking me up over, say, on iTunes. There it is. There's that sunburst face, and and everything. So you just want to try to keep that, pretty much the same all the way across. Mm-hmm. Step number 4.
Make content. Whether it's, pre-tapes, it's alive, if you have to screen capture or do a tutorial, whatever your brand is, just make that stuff and don't overthink it.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to have some fancy editing. You don't have to have jump cuts. You don't need to have everything perfect. If there was anything I would recommend to anybody that's breaking into YouTube, just do it. Just get out there and put it up. It's not going to be pretty. If you guys would see my first video, you'd probably go, okay, he's really improved. Well, the thing is when I came into this, I said automatically, I'm like, I'm not going to try to be perfect, because if I try to be perfect, this will never get put out. It's the same thing, kind of like what we do with publishing books. We don't wait to publish the perfect book. We get that book out there and then we tweak it as we go along and try to make it better. So that way people will find it very useful in due time. You look like you're getting ready to say something else. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And then promote it on your email list. If you don't have an email list, it's okay. You don't need one.
Yeah.
Social media, etc. And going back to making the content, if you make content that people are searching for, these won't be as important, because people will naturally be searching for it anyways.
Right. Yeah, and that's one of the nice things is when you're starting out as a new YouTuber, you're going to find that it's going to come in at a trickle eventually, essentially. And as you start to pick up some traction, you gain more viewers and you gain more watch time and you get it out there. The nice thing is it starts to grow. It's amazing because what I get as far as watch time and subscribers per day was what I used to get within the course of a month. And yeah, now it's really starting to pick up, but it takes some time. And it's going to take some consistency. So just get out there, promote the content. Heck, I think some people probably see on Twitter, I'll promote old videos. Literally, I'll be like, this one I published about a year ago. It's because sometimes people don't know that content's there. One of my favorite ways to promote the content is anytime someone asks me a question, I'll just give them the link. Be like, here you go, instead of me having to repeat myself. And that was one of the huge reasons why I started out my channel, was I was getting so many questions about self-publishing, like, I might as well just answer everybody all at once. And I know that you get a lot of questions as well too, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
it depends.
Yeah.
Some days yes, some days no.
Excellent. So here's our next step, and this is a no-brainer. I think everybody can kind of understand this. Learn from the best. Kelly, who are some of these pretty mugs on here that we've learned from?
We got Nick Nemeth, Brian G. Johnson, Daryl Eves, Sonny Lenarduzzi,
Dan Courier for
Dan Kerr.
Creator Fundamentals.
I had a brain fart.
Yeah.
And Gord Eisman.
Yeah.
We met most of these at Vid Summit last year. I personally learned from Sunny. She has an awesome course, goes step by step. It wasn't cheap by any means, but it was really, really good.
Yeah, it's just, you got to keep trying to plug in and try to follow some of these people. For instance, Daryl Eves, he's the guy in the middle. Daryl actually has a super channel. He's actually broke just about 500,000 subscribers actually a couple days ago. And I've learned a lot of awesome content. I know sometimes you're like, but I just want to write my books. You don't have to, completely encompass your whole life based on YouTube. Some of these videos last anywhere from a few minutes up to a half hour long or longer. You just got to be selective about what you want to learn and how you want to grow and build that type of stuff. Now, I never try to position myself as a YouTube expert. That's why I want to share some of these people that I feel are experts and have helped me as well. And you as well, too. So Gord's our boy, by the way, and I don't know if he's still lurking about. I thought I saw him here earlier, but Gord puts together some great stuff, not just on YouTube, but he talks about video marketing and video content creation. He's a good dude. But in any event, so what do you think about YouTube for authors? Do you have an author channel you like, and do you have your own YouTube channel? Here's one of the times that I just say, please, by all means, whether you're watching this right now or you're watching this on the replay, I would love for you to promote your channel right now. Drop it inside the links. If for some reason it's not allowing you to, folks, if you happen to be here live, you can always just click on the head. I just seen somebody who's one of my favorite author brands that are on YouTube, Michael Aron, actually, of Author Level Up. Really cool to have him here. Michael Aron is awesome. One of my favorites. I love his stuff. Yeah, check it out. Michael actually just jumped back into the ring after over a year off. And an interesting backstory. You guys will actually have to go over to his channel and find out why he had disappeared for about a little over a year. Any event, so don't go anywhere. I've got one big bonus tip that's going to singe your eyebrows. But before we do give you that last tip, I want to definitely hear from you and your channels and what you enjoy. In the meantime, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Extra Video membership. To get details on how you can get a lot of exclusive content. This is like Patreon, but without Patreon in the middle. selfpublishingwithdale.com/extra. Once again, that's selfpublishingwithdale.com/extra. Remember to join us this next week where we're going to be talking about self-publishing versus traditional publishing. What's going to be best if this is your first book? Or what are you thinking about? Is traditional publishing, should I go after those big money contracts? We're going to talk exactly about that this next week. And of course, last but not least, we're going to be talking about Amazon marketing services and how to advertise your books this next Wednesday at an exclusive time. It's going to be on June the 20th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You definitely want to tune in for that. And let's see here. I feel like we're starting to run out of steam. We don't want to do that. I see Keith Wheeler, by the way, folks. Keith is awesome. You guys got to go check out his part-time publishing channel. He talks a little bit about trying to pretty much manage a full-time life with part-time publishing.
I was just going to comment on Raw Dogs, Dog Dad. It's also a good way, to get off the Amazon platform.
Correct, yeah.
If you're trying to establish yourself wherever, we all know that Amazon's awesome, gives us great opportunity, but it ain't safe. So this is just an opportunity to diversify.
Yeah, for sure. And Dog Dad actually has really carved himself out a great brand, not just on his Facebook group, but over on YouTube as well. I think he's actually approaching 1,000 subscribers right now. So kudos to you, Dog Dad. Really, it's just, folks, if there's one recommendation I'd say is go for it. But here's the bonus tip. Was there any questions in the chat? I don't see any questions at all.
Thank you, Keith, for shouting out my channel to Nafis. I appreciate it.
Excellent. Very good. All right. Our last tip here is, and don't overwhelm yourself with this detail. If you set up a YouTube channel, use one of my favorite resources and tools, and this is actually recommended by the pros. This is TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy actually works in coordination with your YouTube channel, and it helps you get your videos a bit more discoverable through getting the proper tags, doing the proper research. It has great checklists. So if you want to get free access to TubeBuddy, you can head over to selfpublishingwithdale.com/TubeBuddy. Once again, that's selfpublishingwithdale.com/TubeBuddy. The free membership, I'm going to tell you, is more than enough for a newbie on YouTube, correct?
I don't remember what it was like. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I shared with my friend Sammy Callahan. I'm going to name drop there. One of the biggest names in professional wrestling. He actually, I shared it with him yesterday, or day before yesterday. Was it yesterday? Gosh. Day before yesterday, we were in Dayton, and he actually has his own channel.
Yeah.
And I shared TubeBuddy with him, and he was just blown away. He called up. I never have Sammy calling me. This is a guy who's always busy. He's the hottest free agent in independent wrestling. And here's the thing is he calls up and it was just like, hey man, I love this thing. This is awesome. I was like, awesome, that's great. And he just has the free version. So don't overthink it. I would say try to get yourself TubeBuddy. And even Kay Wheeler Books says right here.
There's a few different people who have it. And for anyone in the chat who doesn't have it yet, don't sign up and pay for it immediately.
Right.
Wait for an email, because I got lifetime access for like $39.
Yep.
Maybe it was like $49. Sorry if it's taken away some money from our house.
Hey, that's all right. You guys are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have someone like Michael Iran who actually says TubeBuddy rocks, he's another big person here as far as YouTubing and self-publishing content goes. He's giving it his endorsement, so give it a shot. But try to take all those steps that we gave you before you implement this bonus tip, because it just makes no sense for you to go to get a TubeBuddy membership if you aren't even going to use your YouTube channel. So, well, this has been a fun broadcast. It went by so freaking fast. Where is everybody today? Where is everyone? Is everybody going to watch the replay? Is that what's up? So, hey, who knows? Go, Pappy, go. Bite-sized tips. It's good to see you jump on in here. I'm glad you joined us. So, you have any final words?
I think everyone needs my shirt because they didn't feel like working today.
I don't feel like working either. I should have wore that too. Too bad we couldn't fit right in there. Oh, hey, by the way, too, here's a good plug right here. I don't have it inside the comments here, but Brian G. Johnson, it's so funny, I actually put him right behind our head here. He actually has a great video on producing YouTube videos. I get no kickback by telling you guys this. Brian G. is just a tremendous guy. He put together a great book. Order yourself a copy. Well worth it. It really is. I learned a lot of the fundamentals through that. So, in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit that thumbs up and share it with somebody else who would be into publishing as well. In the meantime and in between time, it's been Self-Publishing with Dale
and Kelly.
We'll see you soon.